have been out there for so long. But to be honest, my original thought was like, oh, heck yeah. Like, we're about to go win a championship. Like, that's exactly where my mind went.
Did Sophie Cunningham just cook every single Caitlin Clark hater in one press conference? Because if you blinked, you might have missed the moment she bodied the entire narrative. While some people were still crying online like, ugh, nobody wants to play with Caitlin Clark. Sophie was literally by the pool, got the trade call and said, oh, heck yeah, we're winning a championship. Yeah, that doesn't sound like someone who's scared to join Indiana. Let's keep it real. Last season, Caitlin was out there getting knocked around like it was WWE, and her teammates kinda disappeared. But guess what? That's over now, because Sophie just pulled up, looked around, and basically said, I'm fierce, I'm sassy, and if you mess with my squad, good luck. This ain't just a trade. This is a full-blown statement. Indiana just picked up a certified enforcer who can shoot, lead, and throw hands if needed. So in this video, we're breaking down how Sophie Cunningham just slapped some respect on Caitlin Clark's name, shut the haters all the way up, and helped turn the Indiana Fever into a real-deal title contender. Before we get into all the action, take a quick moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That way, you'll always stay updated on the latest WNBA news, big moves, and game breakdowns just like this. Don't miss out, we've got you covered. So go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's jump right in. Let's get real. Last season, Caitlin Clark was getting knocked around harder than a WWE wrestler in a steel cage match. Honestly, it felt like she was constantly hitting the floor, getting back up, only to get knocked down again. Her teammates, they basically ghosted when things got rough.
Caitlin Clark was getting hit a lot. She was getting hit a lot early, and they needed their Charles Oakley. You've got that in Sophie Cunningham.
Watching Clark out there alone felt like witnessing a boxing match without anyone in her corner. Fans were screaming their heads off, begging referees to pay attention, while opponents took cheap shots left and right. Caitlin was practically begging for some backup, but it seemed nobody was listening. It wasn't just tough, it was borderline unfair. But let's take a moment to appreciate how much grit and resilience Caitlin showed despite all that punishment. Most players would have thrown in the towel, or at least asked for a timeout. But Clark kept pushing, kept scoring, and kept fighting every single game. Yet despite all her efforts, the reality was clear. She needed someone strong enough to stand up for her. Thankfully, all of that chaos is now history because Sophie Cunningham just strutted into town with confidence you can practically feel through your screen. She arrived, took one quick look around, and made her presence known immediately. I'm fierce, I'm sassy, and if you mess with my squad, good luck.
Hey guys, it's Sophie Cunningham here. I'm finally in Indiana, and I am so excited to be here and meet all of you. See you guys at the game. Bye.
Indiana didn't just make a trade, they made an absolute statement. Cunningham isn't here just to play. She's here to transform the team's toughness from day one. Now, opponents thinking about targeting Clark better think twice because Sophie is more than ready to protect her teammate at all costs.
She hits a three, Maisha Hines-Allen fouls her, and then tries to step over, and then Sophie Cunningham grabs her leg. Nobody's going near Maisha Hines-Allen, but no, Sophie Cunningham will start the fight.
So what exactly makes Sophie Cunningham such a perfect fit for this new era in Indiana? Well, hold tight, because we're about to dive deeper into how she's not just bringing toughness, but also elite skills that will make this Fever team unstoppable.
Oh gosh, this is the first time I've seen my jersey. Oh, I love this.
Let's pause and mock those haters for a second, shall we? You know exactly who I'm talking about, those Caitlin Clark doubters who just wouldn't quit yapping about how no elite players want Indiana. Remember their endless negativity and those countless social media posts claiming the Fever were doomed? Yeah, funny thing, those comments have mysteriously vanished into thin air. Why? Because Sophie Cunningham didn't just politely correct them, she absolutely obliterated their arguments with pure confidence and irresistible charisma. Imagine those keyboard warriors now frantically scrambling, fingers trembling, hitting the delete button on their negative tweets as fast as possible. You can practically see their eyes widen in horror as Sophie confidently struts into Indiana, bright smile on her face, proudly wearing her brand new Fever jersey. Her mere presence on the team sends the loudest message possible. We're here to win, end of story.
I'm just excited, but to be honest, I think when you have a group that can let go of the egos and you're really just here to win and work hard, I think that's the best type of group, and you're all willing to do the dirty work, and I think that's what I'm most excited about.
And let's not forget about the so-called experts who kept predicting Indiana's downfall. They're probably sweating right now, desperately rewriting their season predictions because Sophie just flipped the entire script. Sorry, haters and doubters, but it's officially time for you to log off and watch from the sidelines. Imagine the scene. Sophie Cunningham is chilling poolside in sunny Phoenix, sunglasses on, sipping ice-cold lemonade, relaxing without a single worry in the world. Palm trees gently swaying, the water sparkling in the sunlight, life couldn't be better. Then suddenly her phone buzzes. It's the Indiana fever calling. Now most players might tense up at the news of a sudden trade. Did Sophie panic? Did she even hesitate? Not even close. Without a single ounce of doubt, her instant reaction was pure excitement. Heck yeah, we're going for the championship.
But now that I've been here and I have been paying a lot more attention to it, and it's crazy, right? Like it's a whirlwind, and there's an adjustment period not only for her, but for her teammates around her, for Indiana as a whole.
Can you visualize those Twitter trolls right now? Picture their jaws dropping to the floor, eyes wide with disbelief, scrolling furiously through their feeds, trying to find words to respond, but they're speechless. Sophie didn't just casually dismiss their negativity, she completely crushed it with her unstoppable enthusiasm. Those haters who were banking on Sophie rejecting Indiana, they didn't stand a chance against her pure positivity and confidence. You can almost hear their keyboards falling silent, their doubts erased faster than a deleted tweet. But that's not even the best part. Sophie didn't just show excitement, she showed that Indiana is the place players genuinely want to be. Her attitude made it crystal clear that this wasn't just another trade, it was a dream come true for her. And now she's ready to change the game for Indiana. Let's face it, last year, Caitlin Clark was basically a punching bag out there. Honestly, opponents were landing hits more freely than kids at a piñata party. It felt like refs were on an extended lunch break, casually sipping coffee, while Clark was repeatedly knocked around. Indiana fans could barely watch. It was tough seeing their star player getting pushed, shoved, and roughed up without any backup in sight. Clearly, something needed to change. Enter Sophie Cunningham, the fierce, fearless enforcer Indiana desperately needed. If you've watched Sophie play even once, you know she's not afraid of confrontation. She practically lives for it. Seriously, Sophie has probably gotten into more WNBA scuffles than you've got notifications on your phone right now. Picture the faces of those opponents who've enjoyed taking cheap shots at Caitlin. Now imagine their expressions when Sophie walks onto the court, arms crossed, eyes locked on target, ready to put an immediate stop to any funny business. Those haters who said Indiana lacked toughness, they're suddenly nowhere to be found, probably hiding under their keyboards as Sophie confidently brings an entirely new vibe to the fever. No more easy pushes, no more dirty plays. Just Sophie's legendary glare, powerful enough to bench press anyone who dares to challenge her teammates straight into next week. Don't mistake Sophie for just muscle, she's an absolute sniper. Honestly, Sophie is the kind of shooter that makes coaches smile and defenders panic. Last season, she was lighting up the scoreboard by hitting nearly 40% of her three-pointers, effortlessly making it rain buckets from all over the court. You know that feeling when you're playing video games and you've activated the cheat code? Yeah, that's Sophie from beyond the arc, basically unstoppable. Picture this. Defenders scrambling around the court, desperately trying to double-team Caitlin or Kelsey Mitchell, frantically shouting, "Watch Cunningham!" But guess what? It's already too late. Sophie is casually waiting at the perimeter, wide open, ball in hand, calmly lining up her shot as defenders helplessly sprint back. Splash City! If you're an Indiana fan, you're probably jumping off your couch already, fist pumping and screaming with excitement. Opposing teams? Well, they might want to start drafting apology letters and sending gift baskets now, because Sophie is about to put on a three-point clinic all season long. Her sharp shooting ability will open up space for teammates, making Indiana's offense even more dynamic and explosive. Whoa, you've made it this far. That must mean you're really enjoying the video, right? So why not take a quick second to hit that follow button? It's totally free, super simple, and helps us keep bringing you more awesome content, especially if you love the WNBA. Whether it's game highlights, player spotlights, or behind-the-scenes moments, we've got you covered. Plus, by following, you'll never miss a beat when it comes to your favorite teams and players. Go on, tap that follow now. All right, let's jump back in.
Your initial mindset was, or your initial reaction was, let's win a championship.
Yeah.
What were the things that were like, oh yeah, this is a lock?
I think that our team right now, like, it's turning heads.
Sophie's first day in Indiana wasn't subtle. She crashed into town like a tornado of excitement. Her initial press conference was legendary, packed with infectious enthusiasm and rock-solid confidence. She immediately declared, "I'm ready for something bigger and better." Fans went wild online. Within hours, season ticket sales shot up, mostly from Missouri Sophie's home turf. She didn't just join the fever, she revitalized the entire franchise instantly. Doubters? They disappeared faster than free pizza at a college dorm. Sophie's move to Indiana isn't just basketball, it's deeply personal. Born and raised right here in the Midwest, this move isn't just a new chapter in her career. It feels more like a homecoming celebration. Just imagine the excitement, family, childhood friends, and even old teachers suddenly blowing up her phone, asking about tickets, wanting to be there for every single game. You know it's special when your aunt, uncle, cousin, and even your high school coach start texting you within hours of your trade announcement. Let's be real, Sophie isn't playing merely for the paycheck or even just a championship. She's suiting up every night for her hometown pride, the community she grew up with, and that undeniable home court advantage. Every dribble, every shot, every game-winning moment is now tied directly to her roots. For Sophie, Indiana isn't just a team, it's her neighborhood, her family gatherings, and those hometown streets she's known since childhood.
How impactful will it be for you and your family to be back here in the Midwest, something that Caitlin had as well, and within driving distance for everyone, right?
I love it. My roots are here in the Midwest, and just to be closer to home. My sister is married and has a kid, has another one on the way.
Think about it. Indiana didn't just pick up another talented athlete, they secured a passionate, loyal fan base energized by one of their own returning home. It feels a lot like royalty coming back to claim her throne, ready to lift an entire city on her shoulders and inspire a whole new generation. Want to know how Sophie's homecoming is already improving team chemistry?
She's still young, and I think that I've been taken under, Diana took me under her wing, and I've learned a lot from her, and now I hope to kind of do the same for Caitlin if she wants it.
We all know egos can tank a team quicker than turnovers. You've probably seen it before: a superstar refusing to pass, players sulking on the bench, or teammates arguing mid-game. It can get messy, right? But Sophie Cunningham made something crystal clear from the very first day she stepped into Indiana. Teamwork always beats ego. She's all about the hustle, the grind, and keeping the atmosphere fun and positive. Imagine this: Caitlin setting Sophie up perfectly for those effortless three-pointers, Mitchell gliding through defenders with ease, Aaliyah Boston dominating the paint like it's her playground, and Sophie right there pumping up everyone, hyping each play and keeping the energy high. Honestly, it's more than just talent, it's championship-level chemistry brewing on the court. Sophie's infectious enthusiasm and selfless attitude mean egos simply don't have a chance here. Players are genuinely rooting for each other, celebrating every small win like it's a championship victory. Picture Sophie sprinting down the court to high-five teammates after every successful play, keeping the vibes positive and the momentum unstoppable. The new unofficial Fever motto might as well be, "Teamwork makes the dream work." And with Sophie leading by example, Indiana is setting the standard for what true team unity looks like. Forget the outdated narrative that Indiana is the team nobody wants to join. With Sophie Cunningham on board, Indiana is rapidly becoming the squad everyone fears. Cheryl Swoops claimed Indiana wasn't appealing. Sophie heard that and laughed it off, confidently putting on the jersey and even joking about planning parade routes. Seriously, can you picture that moment? Sophie, jersey in hand, already thinking about confetti, victory celebrations, and lifting the trophy high. The haters who thought Indiana was a place players avoided? Well, they're probably hiding in embarrassment now. pretending they never doubted the Fever. Those so-called experts who confidently predicted Indiana's downfall is frantically revising their season predictions as we speak, realizing how wrong they were. Meanwhile, Sophie Cunningham is casually smiling, probably marking off days on her calendar until she gets to prove everyone wrong once and for all by hoisting that championship trophy. It's safe to say Indiana's narrative has completely flipped, and Sophie is at the heart of this exciting new storyline. And there you have it. Sophie Cunningham didn't just pull up to Indiana, she took over the whole vibe, from shutting down haters to boosting team chemistry and bringing that tough Midwest energy. This ain't the same Indiana Fever. Nope. This squad looks ready to shock the entire WNBA. So if you're still sleeping on the Fever, don't say we didn't warn you. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a moment of the action. We've got way more WNBA breakdowns, hot takes, and hilarious clapbacks coming your way. Got thoughts on Sophie's impact? Caitlyn's revenge season? Drop your takes in the comments. We read everything. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.